But shout out to the DJ.
You turn it down.
Oh, he can turn it down.
Thank you.
That was nice of him. Yeah. Like, you know, we're more important than the music.
I think he heard me.
He saw you. He said, that's art, you know? Everybody. Like the Red Sea parting down there, you know?
Yeah, right.
And then the
new
Moses.
Get a good shot at him.
The new Moses.
Shout out to Packwoods, man. Trendsetters, AZ, it's an amazing team. These beautiful rolled blunts that I've enjoyed smoking so much, especially at a nice wake and bake. Yes, sir. Let's make some noise for Cannabis. Yeah. Wow. How you doing this morning?
You talking to me?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing great, bro.
Are you ready?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are we live?
We're already running.
Yeah, we're rolling here. Dimitri Downing back with another podcast of Media Unshackled with my co-host and co-podcast host for the day,
LaTosque Adams.
giving him
He's setting up his
the
camera.
cue.
I'm trying to get the Instagram live together for the people.
Oh, that's cool. Are we
Yeah,
live over
can't
there?
I'm live on
everything.
Instagram right
See,
now.
yeah.
What's
so
up, everybody?
What's up? Dimitri
Peace.
Downing here with Art.
I'm sitting here with two legendary people right now.
One.
I got Dimitri Downing and then
Art.
the legendary Art Mobley. How you doing, young man?
I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right. This is a beautiful day in Arizona, and it's
It is.
it's another one for all these folks from all over the place.
What brings you out to AZ? Like,
Well,
because you've been out here.
I've actually lived here for a long time. I grew up here. And
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to South Mountain High School.
Oh, Amphi.
Amplifier, okay.
Okay.
Do you remember Magic 107 back in the?
Yeah.
That was my station.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool.
Magic 107.
Yeah.
So
Magic
what?
107.
How did you even start that? Because for those who have not been following my journey, I used to run a radio show called the LA Adams Show back in college.
Okay.
And that was the actually inspiration and the backdrop behind the Cannabis and Coffee podcast.
Okay.
But
okay.
what made you stay on that path and want to build a whole radio station?
Well, no. I started out in college. My degree is in mass communications out of University of Detroit and Michigan State. But before that, I had really got involved in broadcasting really early. So I just kind of stuck with it. Is law and broadcasting. So
You go to law school?
I'm pre-law.
Nice. I went to UA Law.
I went to Arizona State University.
I haven't practiced law in 10 years. 10 years in the cannabis industry, haven't practiced law.
See, that's why.
I'll tell you, I was a prosecutor. I used to put people in jail. Ironically, in the 90s, I went to Boston University. I used to ship cannabis, unshackled. I used to ship cannabis from Tucson and San Diego to Boston illegally, right? And then I said, no, that's not.
And then he went to go prosecute.
That's
people.
not a life for me. I want
How
to be.
ironic is that shit?
I want to be governor.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't do both.
No, so I went to law school, and practicing law
it.
sucks. And so I prosecuted for like 12 years. You know, I'm catching a secondhand buzz here off of LaTosque. He's like a chimney over there.
Hey, man,
you know?
You on the Cannabis and Coffee podcast, it's going to be a lot of weed smoke. It's gonna be a lot, you know it, baby.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have bales out there on the golf course. Like, this is a bonfire.
Hey,
LaTosque's bonfire.
This is a LaTosque sponsored bonfire. Listen, we're going to do it. That's a good idea. I'm going to bring you out for it.
Bonfire. Okay, cool. Let's go back to your journey.
Cannabis bonfire, yeah.
So,
What a waste.
so you know, this whole event is celebrating the normalization, the legalization of cannabis, the responsible use by our athletes, our professional athletes, which are some of our greatest warriors out there. One of my favorite themes, working with the Major League Baseball guys, the NFL guys, is that if they can perform at the highest levels and consume cannabis responsibly, why shouldn't it be legal? No testing, no that stuff. What do you think about the whole topic?
Well, I think the testing part needs to be aced, eradicated.
Exactly.
Gone. It's just, it's too legal. We got 34 states where cannabis is, legal. and in some form or another, and they're still locking people up. They still got people in jail. They're still testing athletes. I think that's a major contradiction.
I think this is the time, and actually, you brought a really great point up. We need to start holding people accountable for the things that they go and they run their campaigns on. Because I remember pledging, a certain politician pledging that when they got into office, that they would legalize cannabis.
Is that Joe Biden?
Yeah, that was this party that's currently in office.
Oh, yeah.
I have not seen the legalization of cannabis happen yet. So guess what, guys? I need y'all to legalize weed. We need to decriminalize weed, guys. Please, everywhere around the world, we need to decriminalize weed because guess what? It's a medicine, it's a plant.
And they need to let out every person that is in prison, incarcerated right now for a cannabis offense.
That's a tough one because I used to prosecute as well, and everybody says, anyone, and it's not just America, it's worldwide. Okay, think about all the people in Thailand and Indonesia that just had basic transportation, possession, consumption, cultivation type crimes that they ended up getting punished for. Everybody says that they should be let out, and that's absolutely true. That needs to happen as well. But then they say the ones that involve violence or guns and stuff shouldn't be let out. But I'm wondering if they should be let out too, because
those statistics could be misconstrued.
No.
I'm saying those.
Well,
if they get caught with a gun, they can instantly get charged as a violent crime.
Yeah.
And depending on what crimes is going down, whether there was a robbery nearby, it could get railroaded.
What do you think, Art?
Well, obviously, on a case-by-case basis, these things can be reviewed. But we need to move towards that. We can't do anything about other countries, Couldn't do anything about Brittany Griner when she was over in Russia, But,
exactly.
But you can do something about what happens in the States here, what happens in Arizona, what happens across this country. We can definitely lobby for changes in those places.
That's wild that Brittany just spent 9 months in jail for a vape pen.
Yep.
Look at what's going on here.
Look at what's going on here.
We got.
I am smoking a fat ass pack.
Chimney over here.
Well, I spent a lot of time trying to get Brittany free, and what we did was we threatened to go through African countries to have her released to Africa, and they were about to do it. Russia was going to release Brittany Griner to Africa, which would have embarrassed the Biden administration in America. So as soon as that happened, they pulled her out.
So Art, we love that you're philosophically aligned. We're spiritually aligned with the cannabis movement. Mm-hmm. What are some of the projects that you're involved in right now? Cannabis or non-cannabis related?
Well, I am part owner and general manager of the Omni channel, which broadcasts out of Chicago. And we're the largest streaming radio platform in the world. We have more listeners. Wow. We have more listeners than all of the iHeart stations combined. Okay. They have 1,500 iHeart stations.
1,500?
Omni station, Omni channel. I just sent it to my friend here.
Yes, sir.
They can download it. I wish I could
definitely
download it.
Got it downloading right now.
Oh no, it downloads real quick. But that station, for the month of January, we had 33 million streams.
33 million streams.
And it's all sorts of music?
33 million streams.
Yeah. It's not all sorts of music. It's
what's
classic. Classic R&B is our basic format.
Okay.
So we play classic R&B and soul. And we do some gospel on Sunday. It's a radio station.
Nice.
It's a Chicago radio station. But because it I think just appeals to a lot of people when they don't get a chance to hone in on that in far reaches around the country and around the world. They've gravitated to it. It's been on the air for 3.5 years, so it doesn't happen overnight, but it's a glide path.
And let me go off here for a second. I'm still trying to figure out who the hell it was that made weed illegal, because there's a natural connection between music and jazz and cannabis. There's a natural connection with all these athletes and using cannabis for pain and relaxing. Then when I started my advocacy in 2012, all my friends from law school would come to me and say, Dimitri, we were smoking in law school. Half my freaking law school was smoking in the 90s. But
Absolutely.
nobody said anything.
Yeah,
They
'cause
were all
it was
quiet
illegal.
about it.
You don't want to go to jail.
Right.
You know.
And I'm
So-
like, who the hell are these people that made cannabis illegal? And what the hell were they thinking?
Well,
They weren't thinking.
There were people older than us and people who were concerned about alcohol and what kinds of prohibitions that would break with some of the other substances. And then don't forget, we had all kinds of crazy stuff back in the 60s. You had LSD. You had a farmer's medicine cabinet full of nonsensical drugs that were out that people don't even talk about anymore.
You weren't around during the 60s. You're too young.
I was on my big wheel. I was listening.
I was just about to say, calm down.
And you did have John Lennon and these guys singing about everybody holding hands in the world coming together.
We had LSD and mescalines, and we had reds and whites and all different kinds of, poppables that were all over the place, and people were taking a lot
They
of
were
drugs.
experimenting. They were trying.
But that is, I think, what suppressed cannabis. You know, cannabis
It
never
was
had a chance.
overreaction
Yep.
to this
Overreaction
new
to all
thing.
drugs, anything but alcohol.
Yeah.
Don't you bring out anything but a beer.
We're used to
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the radio. So
The radio is a box that broadcasts music into the
Frequency
atmosphere.
modulation or amplitude
I'm not-
modulation.
Yeah,
I don't
there
I'm
know
not
which
that
one you
high.
He needs to know what a radio is.
I'm not that high. I'm talking about Omni channel.
FM,
AM.
And actually,
amplitude
that's
modulation, not
that's a
Art
very
Mobley.
valid thing because I am very young.
Oh, that's
I am
what.
young. So that's a very solid. That's a
I
very
love it,
solid
I love it, I love
analogy.
it, man, I love
I've
it,
used a
I love it.
radio and a tape player before, CD player, but anything before that, it's like, what is this? How do I operate this?
Don't make me say the two most dreaded words in the English language to you people. 8-track.
8-track. I remember 8-tracks.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
I was like,
all right,
I was born in 72.
There we
Okay.
go.
So, like,
He don't.
So
6 or 7. Yeah.
I was like 8 tracks. Let me see.
If you've never spun an 8-track like
Three or
this,
four,
try to loosen it up.
3 or 4 decades before me. I was
No.
born in 91.
Engineer has.
My dad was doing that. I was watching him.
Yeah. That's
You
how
had
you
the
get,
8-track.
I know
get
how
a
to
few
use
more
a vinyl.
plays out
I know
of
how
it.
to use a vinyl record player.
Did they have 8-track players in cars?
No,
No.
not really, but they did. They did
did.
have
Some of the cars.
The rich guys did.
Muhammad Ali had one in his car.
There you go.
I
There
got
you
a picture
go.
of him. With an
Muhammad-
8-track player in the car, in the dash.
Nice.
But now you can get Omni. You can get it in the dash. You can get it in your dash. You can ask your Alexa to play it. We're all over the place.
So let's give
Yeah.
some. Let's give some.
Tell Alexa to play Omni. Tell them to play the FM Omni channel. Tell them to play that.
So while you pull that up,
Hey Siri,
you're
play
in
the
town
Omni
for
channel.
the.
not Siri. Siri's not going to do it. But
Siri won't do it for me?
No.
Alexa
no.
will.
Oh, I don't have Alexa.
Yeah.
Dang it.
That's his third
Hold up.
girlfriend. Siri, Alexa.
Siri's my first girlfriend, man. Siri handles everything for me. She wakes me up. She keeps everything done for me. If I need my bed turned on, I'll be like, hey Siri, turn on the room lights, set the mood, and then the lights come on, the bed lights up.
Man,
I'm
Siri
telling
is
you.
my woman. Stop that.
I'm telling you.
So let's give some love to the golf tournament here.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So what are you thinking so far? What do you see? What do you feel?
I was going to play, but I got to get out. I've got a couple of things I got to run and do. But
You gotta get ready for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go? I'm not going.
Yeah. I'm going to. The
Are you
game.
going?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going along with people that have gone to every Super Bowl that ever was.
Wow.
So, I mean,
That's
all
a,
50
that's
of them.
a nice group.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Got
That's
a,
awesome.
Got a
Yeah.
friend here from
Chiefs,
Michigan.
Philadelphia, Kansas City.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Are you a
just
Patriots fan?
no. Actually, I'm not a Cardinals fan, even though I live here in Arizona. I'm not a Bears. Well,
No,
I'm
that's
a
fine.
Bears fan. I gotta remember
You're a
that.
Bears fan?
Yeah, Bears people will hurt me when I get back to Chicago. I'm a Bears fan.
Somebody's going
I'm
to
a
see
Lions
Rihanna.
fan.
Somebody's going for Rihanna.
So you're really a Lions fan.
He's
But yeah, tomorrow. So you going for the? You going to the Rihanna concert
I got
tomorrow?
the
Huh?
bag off of my head from the Lions fan club.
Oh, listen, you gotta love those teams through bad times. Listen, I love the Patriots, and right now we're having a really shitty time.
Oh yeah.
We're having a really shitty time. These past 2 years have not been great.
Well, that's all right.
And I don't know what it feels like to have this many losing seasons. I try to ask Colts fans.
Your
I
quarterback
try
will
to
be
ask
back
other,
soon.
you know.
You need a hug?
Your
You
quarterback is coming back soon.
I think
You need a
I
hug?
think we'll be fine.
Okay.
I think we'll be fine. I trust in Bill.
Give him a hug.
I trust in
Give him a
Bill.
hug. Okay.
Hey, Bill, listen. I love the Patriots.
So, what else do you see in the golf tournament? What do you think of this golf tournament? It's kind of cool, right?
Well, absolutely. All golf tournaments are cool. They're usually just filled and sold out, and they're just a lot of fun. I do a lot of golf tournaments, so this is great. Arizona is the greatest place in the world to play golf. Did you guys know that we have more golf courses per capita here than any other place?
I know.
In the United
It's
States?
amazing.
It's a shame.
It's amazing.
I only started building my golf course portfolio a couple years ago,
Uh-huh.
but I'm getting there. And I got to tell you what, I've only smoked on a couple of them. And this right here,
I
this.
was trying to figure out what he meant by portfolio, but now I understand.
Oh yeah.
I'm still stuck on what he meant by smoked. You know, I've been smoked on a few golf courses too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just, you know.
So
at first you're a little nervous, and then you're like, should I? And it's like, wait, nobody's around? All right, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
But this right here, this is the actual consumption event, and it's super amazing.
I had an edible last week, and I made the mistake of going out on the golf course after I had an edible. And I didn't know. I actually was trying to go out to kind of relieve myself a little bit of what I was feeling. It got worse. And the holes started moving around on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's like psilocybin for me.
Oh wow.
Like that
I
trip
couldn't
park
even
kind of.
line up a putt. I said, I can't ruin myself like this. I got to get off. I got to get off.
wild.
These edibles are crazy. But no, I think that certainly CBD and cannabis are very important. Been used forever to calm people, to do things that medicine that you. I mean, this was medicine before there was medicine. So
Right.
I don't understand
Well, that's one of the
why
things.
it took us so long to get there.
You know, so tomorrow, this golf tournament's a good example of individual excellence and performance in cannabis. Tomorrow we're doing this yoga thing that talks about natural remedies, naturopathic healing, modalities, whether it's psilocybin or cannabis. Individual excellence is the goal. Responsible substance use. Promotion is also the goal. A lot of us don't want a irresponsible cannabis industry. Jake and Ricky are hosting it. It's Remembrance. You're invited if you want to come out. It's in Chandler Park. It's going to be a beautiful day of celebrating nature-based wellness,
Great.
So you're absolutely invited. We'll just
Appreciate
be
that.
chilling, doing some yoga. You ever do any yoga?
Oh, yeah, I do, unfortunately.
All right, my man.
Listen,
I got to get
yoga's-
LaTosque doing yoga.
Hey, I do it at home, but I'm definitely down to come over tomorrow
You can
and do
do it
some
tomorrow?
yoga. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is cannabis friendly?
Absolutely. Well,
I gotta smoke. Listen,
this particular event tomorrow is at the Chandler City Park.
oh, that is definitely.
And so the mayor's going to be there and all these individuals.
That's not cannabis friendly, but you should pregame.
What
probably.
we're doing is Ricky's brand Heisman is the only cannabis brand there. But we have like all these naturopathic healers, and we're trying to point out that responsible cannabis use is therapeutic, medicinal, just to kind of ease them in, like the NFL's being eased in.
Disclaimer: do not smoke in public places like the city park. That's actually against the law.
Yep, exactly.
So
medicate beforehand.
I can't tell you the pregame, but I can't tell you not the pregame, but I can't tell you that I'm going to pregame, and I won't tell you that I won't pregame. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know nothing.
Listen, don't ask me anything.
So, Art, how do people want to get in touch with you, want to learn more about what you're doing? How do they get a hold of you?
Well, the easiest way is just through the channel, the Omni channel, the FM Omni channel, Chicago 95.1. We're also in Houston. We have a outlet in Houston. It's going to be announced soon in Atlanta and Detroit. We're actually
What's up with
cooperating with these.
Give the man time.
I know. I'm just.
Give the man time.
I can't come back to Phoenix. No. Actually, I love Phoenix. We are maybe looking for something in Phoenix, but I'm looking at just those cities that can really appreciate classic R&B and soul, and we've got an opportunity to develop terrestrial outlets in each one of those cities that I mentioned. We just don't have that yet in Phoenix. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel you. there's a heavy promotion of different genres and everything out here, and you see it in the market because you see which shows go and which shows sell out and stuff. And I've been to so many shows. I've worked at a bunch of venues out here, and you like, there's a lack of promotion in the R&B and hip-hop scene in the Phoenix Valley in general.
But everyone here will remember Magic 107, who we were on the air during the 90s, and we had all of that turned around. I mean, where we were able to guide people and bring people, they showed up. We sold out concerts. We brought the Black Rodeo back into Arizona. It had been gone for a long time. We made Phoenix a destination for R&B all over the country.
And we need to continue to do that. We need to continue to build that, especially this year.
Yeah, you need to have a terrestrial radio, or you need to have something that creates that glue to make it work. And that's missing, but I can't help you right now. I'm trying, you know.
I feel you.
Well, we love having you, and we love having you at this golf tournament. We're big supporters of Cannabis Talk. David Tran. I love saying Tron because I love the movie. And Tran. Dave, Revenant, and all the, Red Falcon, everybody, we're friends of ours.
I just like to add and say that there are all kinds of people here at this golf tournament.
There is.
And they're cannabis users, so it's not just athletes. It's not just, people of any one stripe. It's really something that's universal, and I think that everybody needs to get with the idea of decriminalizing cannabis.
Dave, they appreciate your support. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to getting together with you soon enough.
Thank you
for joining us.
Thank you.
I think he's over here trying to find a radio. I'm gonna give you a radio for Christmas.
Yes.
Yes. This has been another episode of Meat Unshackled and
Cannabis and Coffee. Listen, I've had 3 cups of medicated coffee. I smoked 3 Packwoods. I've forgotten the camera rules. Listen, but don't worry.
It's okay.
I will be fine. We will get there.
It's like yin and yang here. We're good.
All right,
he's a great mentor.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.